Giorgia Meloni, a pronounced nationalist, makes no secret of the fact that her government will cater primarily to the interests of Italy and will not be bogged down by what others think of it. First signs of Meloni spoiling Europe's cozy party are now emerging as Rome impedes the plan of 10 European nations to put a stop to overseas fossil fuel projects. Meloni's government is saying that the war in Ukraine has changed the global energy dynamic and adhering to and expanding on the climate goals and actions agreed to during the Conference of Parties 26th summit may no longer be tenable. 10 European countries had a solid plan. They were all set to put a stop to overseas fossil fuel projects financing. Then, Italy stepped in with a litany of demands. According to Reuters, Italy is attempting to weaken a pledge of 10 European governments to stop export credit support for fossil fuel projects. The 10 EU nations were on the verge of committing to end public trade and export finance support for overseas fossil fuel projects by the end of 2022. If allowed to pass, this would mean that European companies would not be able to avail insurance, loans, and loan guarantees to undertake fossil fuel projects abroad. That would essentially bring future fossil fuel projects that European players would want to undertake abroad to a standstill. Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Greece, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Britain were the countries that committed at last year's Conference of Parties 26 summit to end public funding for overseas fossil fuel projects. That was before an energy crisis hit Europe in the face due to the war in Ukraine. A draft of the government statement, which was seen by Reuters, said that the 10 countries would end new direct official trade and export finance support for, and I quote, exploration, production, transportation, storage, refining, distribution of coal, crude oil, natural gas, and unabated power generation. Italy was not happy with the wording and the specific nature of the statement. Rome wanted the pledge to be more ambiguous and one which would allow the country to pursue fossil fuel projects abroad anyway. Italy asked to remove the list specifying which fossil fuel activities would lose such support. Italy also demanded a removal of the part of the statement that said any exceptions to the fossil fuel finance ban must comply with climate science and an International Energy Agency report from 2021. On Thursday, Italy's climate change envoy said, "The decision taken in Glasgow has delicate elements also because it was taken before the war in Ukraine, which put the energy sector under a lot of stress. This has created difficulties implementing that decision." According to one official in the loop of the ongoing negotiations, Italy objects that there is no consistency between the objective of achieving strategic autonomy from Russia and the impossibility of financing the necessary infrastructure. So clearly, Italy is in no mood to embrace a fossil fuel ban. Do you think that this is just the first of many roadblocks Europe will hit in its plans across sectors now that Meloni is